Now that you know how to use Aura Player's integration wizard, we will show you how to create a custom component that your chatbot will need using Aura Player services. The process consists of 3 stages. The first stage is to create an API. The second stage is to create a backend to serve as the basis for the final stage, creating the chatbot itself, using Oracle's Intelligent Bot platform. This video will be helpful for chatbot and JavaScript developers. It will also be useful to anyone who wants to create a chatbot with a web service that sits on top of their Oracle Forms or Oracle eBusiness Suite systems. This process will also work for Java development environment and PeopleSoft backends. Begin at the home page of Oracle Mobile Cloud. On the left panel of this page is the developer area, which is used for developing mobile applications. Here you can find options for creating APIs, backends, and bots. Let's go to the development area and create a new API. To speed up the component service creation, simply drag and drop the mcebots.raml file from the Oracle Mobile Cloud Enterprise Bot Sample API_implementation folder, or use the tool to upload a RAML document using a built-in file browser. Before clicking Create, enter a display name and the name for your API. The system will make both values the same by default. Since security is provided by Oracle Mobile Cloud Service by default, we're opting to use this API without security information. To do this, from the security page, disable login required. By the way, for added security, Aura Player REST service can also authenticate against the Oracle backend in a login service. The next step would be to download the API implementation and modify it. For this, we're clicking on the implementation button. If there's no implementation at the moment, we can just download a JavaScript scaffold as a zip file with the name of our API. The version number is taken from the RAML file. Put this zip file into your project folder and unzip it. In this case, the aura_samples folder contains the following files of interest. As you've seen in the first video, implementation and RAML files are automatically generated out of the box with Aura Player's integration wizard to save developers a lot of coding time and headache. Here is this generated zip file I created before the video, so I'll rename it and delete it. That way, with a few clicks, you can enable your Oracle Forms use cases to REST-enabled web services and use them as the basis to rapidly build mobile applications using Oracle Macs. You can structure your project any way you like. Our practice is to create a JavaScript subfolder. We label it JS to keep the URL short. We then put all the supporting files and folders into that location. We put the SDK supporting files there, such as the registry, the SDK, and the shell files. And we create subfolders. One subfolder is called Components, which is where we store each custom component, which streamlines our development and maintenance later on. With the files in place, open the project in a JavaScript editor of your choice. Here you can see our sample file, service file, is opened. It was generated by Oracle Mobile Cloud Enterprise when creating the project scaffold. It contains the node.js express routing code for the post and gets methods. Next, you'll need to replace this content with the implementation code from the mcebots.js file we looked at earlier. It's contained in the Oracle Mobile Cloud Enterprise Bots SDK download folder. So for this, we first copy the URL, which we're going to use later. We need to modify our original file, specifically replace all the content that appears inside and after module exports. However, we're going to need to maintain some key information, so notice I'm copying that to the comments section so that I can grab it later. Copy the content from this file to your sample file or your project file. Inside this example, aura_sample, we have to change the URL and the location for the shell. So we'll edit the component service package, which is a JSON file, with dependencies from the Oracle Mobile Cloud Enterprise Bot SDK. For this, open the package file in a text editor and copy its dependency definition to the clipboard. Then insert the content after the word main, as I've shown you. Save the file and close it. Edit the registry file with the name and location of the custom component and make sure the name of the custom component matches the name you defined in the custom component metadata function. The physical location of the custom component implementation file is set relative to the location of the registry file. If we do not already have the custom component file, we'll need to create one. Next, create a new JavaScript file for the custom component. Make sure the file is created in the proper folder. So here, I just make sure that everything is in order, check all the changes again, and then save all the files. The next step is to open a terminal window and set the path to the root folder of the component service. In this case, the root folder is aura_sample. If you have Node Package Manager installed, run the npm install command to download and configure the Node module dependencies for your custom component service. After we have installed all dependencies, we then need to go to the project folder, in this case aura_sample, and create a zip file or a packaged file to upload. Now back in Oracle Mobile Cloud Enterprise API, we simply upload the packaged zip file. Now is the time to test the component services. Make sure all the results work as expected. In the next 2 chapters, we'll show you how to create a backend and then the chatbot itself. Thanks for watching us and stay tuned.